Hi everyone, welcome back to Living on Blockchain, the show where we dissect what's real, what's hype, and what's changing the Web3 world one product at a time. Today we are diving into Neon Stack by Neon Labs, a quietly powerful innovation that's helping Ethereum developers tap into the raw speed and scale of Solana. So let's get right into it. So let's talk a little about what is Neon Stack. Neon Stack is not a modular L2 or a standalone execution layer, as some might assume from the name. Instead, it is a suite of tools and infrastructure built around the Neon EVM, which brings Ethereum compatibility to Solana. That's right. Solidity developers can now actually deploy their EVM-based smart contracts directly onto Solana. No rewrites, no layer juggling, just better performance. At the heart of Neon Stack is the Neon EVM program, a runtime that executes EVM bytecode within Solana's Sealevel parallel execution environment. Think of it like this. If Ethereum is a single lane highway and Solana is an 8 lane autobahn with traffic lights programmed, say, by aliens, then Neon EVM is the on-ramp that lets Ethereum devs drive their existing Solidity vehicles straight onto the Solana's high-speed roadways. Too much of an analogy? Basically, it creates a bridge. So if you're building Ethereum and you want to actually, start building in the Solana ecosystem as well, if you're already building in Ethereum and you would like to say expand your horizons into the Solana ecosystem as well, then Neon EVM and the Neon Stack provides all the tooling and the infrastructure required to do this in the least resistive manner. So it is not just porting, it is native execution of Ethereum contracts using Solana's infrastructure. So Neon Stack packages this capability with NeonScan, a block explorer, NeonPass, a bridging tool, EVM RPC access, Solana wallet integration, and even support for tools like MetaMask and Remix. Why it matters? This isn't just about performance, it's ecosystem unification sort of thing. With Neon Stack, developers can tap into Ethereum's code base, use Solana speed, and keep onboarding users through familiar Web3 wallets. For those frustrated with gas fees or congestion on Ethereum, Neon provides a credible alternative without needing to rebuild from scratch. And yes, you're still interacting with Solana's underneath. And yes, you are still interacting with Solana underneath. So the benefits include 400 ms block time, thousands of TPS, and sub-cent transaction costs. So what is live right now? Unlike many other modular L2s that are still on DevNet or speculative roadmaps, NeonStack is actually live on Solana's mainnet. It has been tested over the past year, and more than 20 decentralized applications have launched using it, including a gaming protocol. There are certain DeFi apps and even trading platforms. They've also launched the Neon DAO, an on-chain governance model that lets stakeholders participate in the Neon's long-term development. So let's talk a little about comparison. Let's address the elephant in the room. Neon Stack has been compared to projects like Eclipse, Monad, and even Stacker, all aiming to reimagine execution. But here is the difference. Neon is not a separate roll-up. It doesn't introduce a new VM or consensus. It doesn't support intent-based execution like Anoma or Swarm. This is practical infrastructure. It doesn't chase shiny narratives. It delivers real performance to real devs right now. But, obviously nothing comes without its criticisms because everything is a work in progress. So in terms of being, in terms of the criticisms vis-a-vis Neon, it relies very heavily on Solana's and architecture, right? So any issues with Solana will obviously affect it directly. That's a no-brainer. It also inherits Solana's validator politics and ecosystem fragmentation, so that can be a disadvantage perhaps in the long term. And unlike other L2s, it doesn't come with a massive incentive program. So marketing visibility has been relatively low. That said, for a builder to test, ship, and scale, it's a surprisingly strong contender. The recent partnership with Yona Network for Bitcoin DeFi and ZV for DevOps infra show that Neon is expanding, not just in Solana, but in multi-chain context. So you can expect to see more integrations with Solana native wallets, deeper and better developer onboarding through stack resources, and possible token-centric governance and incentive programs, especially as Neon DAO matures. So Neon Stack might not be the flashiest name in crypto right now, but it's solving one of the hardest problems in Web3. How do you scale Ethereum without giving up Ethereum? The answer might be you don't. You just plug it into Solana, and Neon is doing exactly that. So obviously there are two sides to this. There are some people who believe that you need to scale Ethereum and you need to make the architecture infra better around that. And some are obviously switching sides and trying to work on other chains. So I don't know which side you belong to, but do tell us about that in the comments below. And this is a fascinating topic to dive into because there are always folks who are on one side of the chain or on the other chain. So, anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to another deep dive. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the Neon stack if you want to experiment with getting your Ethereum contracts onto Solana without the resistance. Until next time, build smart, stay curious, stay sovereign, and always remember hype fades, but infrastructure or solid infrastructure always stays.